Well, today what I'm going to be doing is using coasters to make something they were never designed to make. And this is what I love about the resin coaster set that you can get by Let's Resin. You get all the different shapes. You get squares, you get circles, you get that shape, can't think what it's called, and you get the bases with it as well. So it's a great set if you're looking to make coasters. Now, I am making coasters today, but it's not going to be a coaster when it's finished. It's going to be something very different. And I need 5 coasters for this. And fortunately, I've got 5 squares. And I've never seen this done before, so I generally don't know how well it's going to come together. And if it works, it should make a really unusual finished piece. If it doesn't, I'll find out very quickly where the problems are. First thing I'm going to do, because it is a while now since I've used these, I used these for an experiment with material in resin. Check that video out. I'll link it at the end. I'm going to give these coasters a really good clean. All I'm using here is a baby wipe. I just want to make sure there's no dust or debris left in them at all. It doesn't matter what's on the edge of them at all. The other thing I want to make sure that I don't over pour these as well. So I need to make sure I'm doing that correctly. Well, I've got my resin mixed up now, and what I want to do at this stage is put a little bit of colour in it. What I'm going to use is a white pigment. Give it a bit of a shake first, and this is the opaque pigment by Let's Resin. They're very liquidy. Now, I want this to be roughly opaque, translucent to opaque. I could use the translucent colours, but I think they would be too translucent, but I don't want it to be full opaque. Does that make sense? Because this is the part I'm quite curious about. So what I'm going to do is I've taken some here. This is a 4-hour demold resin that I'm using here as well. And I thought what I could do is I could mix that in and then lift up my stick and see if it needs any more. And this is really where the idea is starting to take shape. Because these moulds were definitely not designed for what I'm about to do with them. But that doesn't matter, does it? See, that has taken on some colour, but I don't think it's got enough. It still needs to be a little bit more opaque than that. Yeah, it's nowhere near enough yet. So I'm going to put 6 more drops in. Now, I'm tempted to put a bit more in at this stage, but I think this is actually going to be enough. Make sure it's very well mixed in. I don't want any smeary bits. Let's have a look at this. Now, I'm going to put about 2 more drops in, I think. This is why it's important to build it up rather than put it all in to start with and then regret it because you can't take it out. And this is the point really as well where this idea is either going to work or it's not going to work. Although I think there's probably going to be a lot of those going along. So I will need roughly 40 ml of resin in. That is okay, that colour. I'm going to need about 40 ml of resin in each one of these because I want a little lip at the beginning because I'm going to add something else on top of this as well. So all I'm doing is going through, putting these on, putting these in. Yeah, I've got about 2 ml now that is there as a lip to allow me now to put the rest of it in. And all I'm going to do now is go around my corners and my edges to make sure I've got no bubbles, or try and make sure I've got no bubbles stuck to those corners and edges. I need a little bit more of that resin in this one. Now I'm going to go over it with a long neck lighter, burst any bubbles that have come up, and then leave it for 5 minutes, and then burst any more that come up. And then leave these to cure, ready for the next stage. I can't wait to see if this is going to work. Well, these are all cured now. They didn't take too long to cure. And I've printed off my photographs on waterslide paper that I'm going to put in here. Now, remember, these are not going to be coasters. So what I'm going to do now is just put some water down. And I've sealed all these up. And I've got quite a few videos on how I do that. So this is really where it all starts to take shape. Now, I will know when these are ready to come off because they will start to slide off there. All I've done is sprayed a little bit of water because I don't want to oversaturate them. And once it slides off the paper really easily, we know they're ready. They're not going to take more than about a minute or 2. And these moulds definitely weren't designed for this, what I'm going to do with it afterwards. So we don't know if it's going to work or not yet. But if it does, I think it's going to be absolutely amazing, beautiful. They're probably getting there. Before I go ahead and put this on to here, I want to make sure that this slips around a little bit. So what I'm going to do is just put some water on here. No, it's not quite getting there. So I need to just turn that over, get a bit more of a spray there, and leave that for another minute or two, because I don't want to stretch it. Now that's come off there quite well. I have measured these. They're 8.5 centimeters by 8.5 centimeters. The reason I needed to get a slight white on these is because when these come off, they're transparent, so you wouldn't actually see the photograph. So they're sitting on there quite well now. All I'm going to do is take a bit of this towel, kitchen towel, paper towel, anything that you've got, press gently and push that down so it releases some of that water that's in there. Last thing you want is any bubbles or anything else. And by adding water to the resin first, little mist of it, so you can still move that around and get that in place, which makes a big difference. Squeeze any bubbles out. I'll do the next one. I'll show you what I mean by it being transparent. So that's in there nicely now, and you can see the picture, but we need to let that sit on there and all that water to dry and evaporate off what's under it. Because I've sealed these, I'm not going to mess up any of the paper. Any of the colour, I mean. So there we go, and I'm going to go on and do the next one. So this is what I mean by being clear. They're on a clear backing, so it's important to have a white backing behind it, because that way the image will show. And these are slightly sticky on the back as well, and that's why having that water on there, I haven't got enough on that one, will help it flow, and then as it dries, it will stick down. Be careful not to stretch them though, because they can be a little bit stretchy. Okay, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to carry on, do the rest, and then let them dry overnight. Well, these are all dry now, and what I'm doing is popping some frames on them. Now, you don't have to do this step if you don't want to, but I just thought it might look nice, and all I've done is cut some frames out in vinyl on my Cricut. I'm going round and popping those on. Have you worked out what I'm making yet? Oh, I hope it's going to work out after this amount of work. Pull that off. Now I'm going to go around that with a soft brush to try and make sure that that is glued or stuck right down. That is one of my favourite photographs of my dog Lily. She looks so comfortable. They could have used black or anything, but I just thought this colour looked pretty. So that's them all done, and now I'm ready to do the final stages of the prep. These are all lovely and dry now as well. Well, I've got my resin mixed up now and I've degassed it. And what I'm going to do is pour this slowly into here. What I actually want to do is get these so they're slightly domed, which is unlike me. So it's a slight over pour. I'm going to get a few bubbles come up from these edges and where I've put that vinyl, but there's not much I can do about that other than burn them off. I have also just had a really interesting thought and something I haven't considered when I start to build this that might not allow it to work. So we will have to see. If it doesn't work, there's not much I can do. Well, there is. I will do something with it. But have you worked out what I'm making yet? If you have, pause the video and stick a comment in the comments saying that you worked it out, but it's definitely not going to be a coaster. And the reason I want it domed slightly is because when it cures, it can create an indent as the resin shrinks, and I don't want that indent because I don't want any sharp edges. I could dome them again afterwards, but I'm trying to avoid that if possible. I'm still not sure if this is going to work. Big thank you to everyone that got me a coffee last month and to all my members. Without you guys, I just wouldn't be able to do these experiments. Well, I wouldn't be able to keep the channel going, to be honest. YouTube is changing its algorithm and I've noticed everybody's views are down. So if you want to help out my channel, then please boot that like button and leave me a comment as well. It makes a big difference. So hopefully the surface tension of this resin is going to allow that dome to stay. A little bit more in this one. Now there's not too many bubbles at the moment, which is good. I'm going to go around and I'm going to burn these off. I'm using a long neck lighter, not a torch, because I do not in any way, shape or form want to burn these onto the mould after this amount of work. Any other bubbles that I see, I can just go in and pick those out and then go over it again with a long neck lighter. And now we'll leave those to cure up, and then once they're cured up, I can show you what I'm going to make and hopefully it's going to work. These have all cured now, and I have got a little bit of overspill on these because I did dome them up quite a lot. But look at that. That has come out really well. And that was just enough white to put in the background of them as well. Have you worked out what I'm going to do with them yet? That one's absolutely fine as well. That one, a little bit of overpour on it there. And the same with this one. But that's not a problem. I can get rid of that really easily. So I'm going to use my Let's Resin 4-in-1 grinder and polisher, and I'm using the grinding wheel on this, but I'm also putting a mask on. Last thing I want to do is get any of that dust in my face. So that's ground that down really well now, and that's nice and square. I'm not worrying about the fact that I've got some rough edges there. I don't need to sand that down for what I'm doing. I'm going to finish off the others, and then I'll show you what I'm going to put it together and it's going to be. So if you hadn't guessed, what I'm going to do is I'm turning these into a photo cube. Now, silly me, I forgot that two sides have to be different size, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to put them as a cube like this. Before I do that, what I'm going to do is tape off all my edges, because I don't want to get any of the resin on these edges that I'm going to use when I glue them together. Quickly go around and tape off all those edges. Try and keep them nice and clean. Actually, I've found a quicker way of doing it. I've got this wide, it's quite a light, tacky tape, and all I'm doing is putting it on there like that. It's much quicker than trying to do individual little bits of tape, and it covers the whole face as well. So now I've just got to stick these together, and I'm going to be using 5-minute epoxy, and this is the point where either it's going to work or it's not going to work. So we will see. Equal measures of epoxy. Now it says it cures in 5 minutes. To be honest, it doesn't. It cures in about 10-15 minutes. If it was warmer, it would probably cure in 5 minutes. And all I need to do is give that a good mix up. I drew little faces on here so I know which way up the actual coasters are. And that one's going to go on here. And then I'm going to glue that to there. So I need to just cut off a bit going across there, because I haven't left that for some reason, because I'm a numpty. That's not going to be too difficult to do. Yep, let's put that there. And then I'm going to go round and build them all up like that. Well, I'm sure the eagle-eyed amongst you will have noticed that if I'd have carried on doing it like that, then you wouldn't have seen any of the actual pictures, because I was putting the pictures on the inside. And that is no good, is it? Because I don't want the pictures on the inside, I want the pictures on the outside. I didn't need to cut that bit off there at all like that. Now I've got to glue this bit there like that. Hope that stick. Also going to do is take a bit of this glue like this, popping that there like that, and gluing those edges in. Okay, so I'm going to carry on now doing it the right way, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's stuck together and how I'm going to finish it off completely. While that's drying, I've quickly cut myself 4 little lengths of this, and I'll show you why in a minute. All that is these wooden dowels that you get. I've got loads of these hanging around. I use them quite a lot for different things. And all I'm going to do is paint these with a really watered down acrylic paint like this, and then wipe that paint off so it's more of a stain. And you'll see where I'm going to put those in a minute. Well, this has all gone nice and hard now, and where I'm going to put these is here, so that they are in line with this, so it finishes it off a little bit more. And all I'm going to use, again, on that is a little bit of 5-minute epoxy. Mix those up, glue those on. Not only will this structurally make it more secure, but I think it will finish it off a little bit more as well. And I've got my tape there, so all I need to do is mix up my epoxy, like that, there. Move my tape back a little bit. Oh, I've got a bit too much on that. And then pop this on here, going all the way along. Pop that in there. And I should have cut them to the right length, hopefully. And then put my tape on, and that'll hold them in position. And then I can go and do the next one. And then once it's all cured, I'll show you what I'm going to do to finally finish it. Well, these should all be dry now, and I can take my protective tape off. And everything should be all nice and clean, which it looks like it is. Yep, there we go. Oh, let's take the top one off as well. Get a little cloth. Give these a bit of a polish up where my fingerprints have been. And all the pictures have come out really well. I think it finishes off nice having the wooden bits done. I've also got myself a base. I use these bases a lot. I make them myself. They're ever so easy to make. And I've got a light. Now, I didn't have a square light, so I had to cut a bit of the off there to be able to fit that in. And now we've got our own photo cube. Who'd have thought you could do that with coasters? I mean, they'd have made lovely coasters, but I really like that. And I love the picture that's on the top. and it should, light should come through it quite a bit, because that's why at the beginning, remember I said I don't want to make it completely opaque. I want to make sure that it's got a bit of translucency to it. We've certainly brought it all together. I love it. I think it's come out really well. I'm so pleased I made that, because sometimes it's hard to think what you're going to do with your coaster molds. I'm going to have that in my office, and that can remind me of my little doggos all the time. I love that picture. She is so nonchalant. She's like that all the time, that doggy. She's completely deaf. She was born deaf, 7 years old now, and knows probably about 50 or 60 different signs in sign language. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that. I think it's nice to do something different and try out new things. I didn't think it was going to work out at one point, but it's worked out and I'm loving it. I think it's come out great. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, then check out the video that I've got coming up next. I think you'll really enjoy that one as well. And it really helps out my channel a lot if you watch a second video after this one. Booms it up, I tell you. It really does help, especially if you boot that like button and hit that subscribe and leave me a comment. But most of all, enjoy your resin. Take care. Bye.